Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company, and here we have the Porsche 991 911 3-litre turbo. This is the Carrera convertible, of course, as you can see. I'm going to start off by showing you around the car, and then we'll hop in and run through just some of the controls on the inside of it from there. So we're going to start off down the driver's side of the vehicle. You can see we have those lovely black alloy wheels. We're going to work our way down to the passenger side, and then, as I said, we'll hop in and run through some controls. So around the passenger side of the vehicle now, you can see, firstly, the alloy wheels are all in pristine condition, as is the bodywork the entire way around the car. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the vehicle, we're going to start with the dials first of all. I will start the engine shortly because we're inside at the moment. It's particularly loud and you wouldn't better hear what I was saying. So over on the left-hand side, we have the oil temperature. We have the speedometer, rev counter, satellite navigation, coolant temperature and fuel gauges. If we back out to the steering wheel, firstly, the paddles. So the minus and plus paddles just change up and down again manually with this automatic gearbox. Controls for your phone and stereo. Cruise control on this stalk underneath, and down on that bottom right-hand side, you can change the driving setup of the car as well. Over into the center, we have the main touchscreen. So you can get your satellite navigation, of course, up on this screen. You can either use the touchscreen or there are physical buttons along the bottom here. So for example, if I press map, you'll see the color display there. And when it's on here, it's then off on the dials section just there. We can access our radio and media. When it comes to the radio, we have FM, AM and DAB radio. And if we start the vehicle up for the battery, because the stereo has now gone off, you can hear what I was talking about with how loud that then becomes. But you've got your AM, FM and DAB radio all here. You can listen to your own music under the media input. We have our satellite navigation. You can also pair up your phone to the car, of course, and we have a car settings menu just there. In front of the gear lever and below the stereo, we have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. From there as well, you can determine where you'd like the air distributed. We've got our heated driver's seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same, of course, for the passenger side. The gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox with a manual mode over to the left, so you can either use this to change up and down a gear or the paddles, which I showed you just a moment ago. Below that, we have deadlock, so you can lock and unlock the car doors. We have our hazard warning lights. We can change the suspension setup, the traction control. We can raise and lower the boot spoiler. We can turn off the stop and start. This car is designed so that it can cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is off when that light shows. And then, of course, you have the buttons to open and close the roof on the vehicle also. The last thing I wanted to mention is the paperwork we have for the vehicle. So in the envelope here is the spare key. So there are 2 keys in total. The V5 registration document for the vehicle, and then stacks of paperwork. I won't show you on the video because there's addresses and names and what have you on there. But in person, we'd be more than happy to run through that with you. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see this vehicle for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.